All right, what's up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something that we've actually never done on this channel, if you can believe it. With all the cars and the motorcycles and things that we've bought on this channel, we've actually never offered one for sale to our audience. So we've sold cars, but mainly we've traded them in towards new cars. But for this video, we're actually selling our 2020 Mercedes AMG GTR PRO. And we wanted to offer it to anyone who's interested, and there's gonna be an Auto Trader link in the description below if you wanna get more information about it. But yeah, this is the first time we've ever done this. We've bought a lot of cars, we've kept a lot of cars and a lot of bikes, given away a lot of bikes, but this is the first time we're actually selling a car. It's kind of bittersweet for me, and we'll get into that once we go outside. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Literally, we were just about to go outside, and there was a fly in the house. We let the cats in and out of the house. And the cats literally catch them and eat them. It's the best thing ever, because I cannot stand flies. And tell me, Christina and I were talking about it the other day, how is it possible that we'll just like open the door like this to let the cats in and out, and flies will come in? Like this huge giant area outside, and they find this tiny little crack right when you open the door. How is that even possible? But she got it. Good, Gingy.
She got it, and she ate it.
And this little munchkin was born right on our rock wall, right outside. As a little baby, we've had her. Okay, she's also allergic to cats. There's that. Yeah. Smart. All right, I just grabbed the key for the GTR Pro, and I just realized it's no longer in this garage. But I'll show you what we have anyway, as far as cars go right now for our current, I guess you could say, collection. We do have our Lamborghini Urus, which is absolutely incredible. We're actually maybe even thinking about selling this one as well to get a Mercedes again, but we'll see. That won't probably happen this year. I still have my Audi R8. Love this car. First supercar I ever purchased. Actually, the first car I ever purchased, if you can believe it. I had hand-me-down cars like my whole life. Leased a car, and then that was the first car I ever purchased. It's a 2018 V10 Plus Audi R8. Absolutely love this car. Tons of mods to it. It's incredible. It's been an amazing vehicle. My favorite car I've ever owned by far. And we're not going to be, I won't be selling that anytime soon, unless somebody gave me crazy stupid money for it, but even then I probably wouldn't do it. We have Christina's Panigale V2 Bayless, which is an incredible bike. We've got my Lamborghini Diavolo 1260, collaboration between Ducati and Lamborghini. And then I have my newest addition, which is my Ducati Street Fighter Lamborghini STO. Absolutely love this bike. I've already done a few mods, and it is just absolutely stunning. So the car that we're gonna be listing for sale is actually in our detached garage. Look at the size of these freaking bushes out here. Teens, go stand by that for reference. She put up a TikTok saying that these flowers were huge, and they were actually, no, you're just tiny.
The ones in the front are big.
Are twice as big, yeah. But I mean, she's 5'4" for reference.
Well,
look at that.
Look at the size of these.
They're absolutely beautiful. It's been a weird summer, from the fires to the rain to the humidity. It's just been a weird summer. It's already August. Like no, it hasn't felt like summer. Part of that is because I got hooked on Diablo 4.
Oh my god, he's been in the dungeon, the basement.
Well, what are you gonna do, you know? I've been a big fan of Blizzard games for a long time. So even her vet, we might actually, we have too many vehicles, and we literally don't go anywhere. We work from home. So like, it feels like a waste to just have stuff, way to go, there's your oily hands, to just have stuff sitting around. So the one that we drive the least is the GTR Pro. And I'll go into reasons for that once we pull it out. But I think the first thing we should do is I'll give you the key. Christina's gonna give it the final wipe down, the final wash wipe down of the car. So whoever wants to buy it, she's gonna, yeah, I guess, she's gonna give it the final wash for you. Let's get a little cold start, maybe for the final time. Such a dope ass car. It is such a sick car, dude. Look at that thing. Everywhere we go, people freak out over this thing. I would say this probably gets the most attention out of all of our vehicles. It's freaking crazy. All-wheel steering. The rear wheels actually steer. Oh no, now I don't know if I want to sell it. Look at this thing. Sounds so good. Twin turbo V8. Ours is making over 700 horsepower. Look how badass this car is. Oh my God. Okay. That's good. That's good. Holy. Listen to that. Iconic engine from Mercedes. That sounds so incredible.
It's been so long driving this that I forgot like where everything is.
How wide it is?
No, but like reverse. Oh, it's not. It's push forward.
Yeah.
It's the parking brake.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the opposite of all of our other vehicles.
All the vehicles are different.
Yeah. So the special thing about this car is it's a Mercedes AMG GTR PRO. It's a 2020. Again, all the details are going to be in the Auto Trader ad, so you can just click it if you want to read through everything. I spent a long time taking all the photos, filling in all the information, and making sure people understand how special this car is. This is a GTR PRO. So they have the Mercedes AMG GT, then they had the GTC, then they have the GTR, then they have the GTR Pro, and then they have the Black Series. So this sits right underneath the Black Series as like one of the premium best sports cars Mercedes offers. And what's so special about the GTR Pro is there's only 750 of these made for the whole world, and less than 100 came to the US. So they're very rare, probably less than 2 per state. I would say some states don't even have any. So it's a very rare car. People don't know that it even exists. They don't know what it is. And what's special about this car is it sits right in between the sweet spot where you get like these extra like louvers and flicks and things with, and just like different, like, well, we've added some of these parts as well, where it just looks cooler than the regular GTR. But it's not as intense as the Black Series, which is like pretty much, you can't drive that at all on the street in my opinion. But it does have the twin turbo V8 in it. Stock, it was 675-ish horsepower, or no, it was 575 horsepower. Stock, yeah, 575. And then we did Keller Performance titanium downpipes and a tune from DME Tuning. My buddy from Ben from West Shore Auto installed that. You might have seen the whole series. Well, all the videos are on our YouTube channel. If you buy the car, you can show your friends like the whole process of us doing everything with the car. But it makes over 700 horsepower now. But the cool thing is it still has the stock exhaust system with the valve system in it, and it retained all the daily drivability of the car. So you can still drive this around in comfort mode. It's quiet, it's easy to drive, whatever. And then when you put it in Sport Plus or race mode, it's an absolute monster. But again, still daily drivable if you want to. The main reason why we don't drive this car as much is two reasons. Number one, it is one of our most expensive cars, and we know that we never had plans to buy and resell it, but we knew that if you don't keep the mileage low, it will hurt the resale value of the car. So it only has like 3,200 miles on it. So that's one of the reasons why we didn't drive it as much. The other reason is because it has fixed suspension, because it is the GTR Pro variant. This is like their track variant version of the car. And for Pennsylvania roads, I don't know if you guys know anything about Pennsylvania, the roads here are just awful. And so every pothole, everything, you feel everything on the road because of that fixed suspension. Now you can get it softened up so it's easier to daily drive, whatever, but we just never really got around to doing it. So yeah, it's just like, it's not the easiest car to jump in and go drive around and do things with. Although I will say it does have crazy storage. You can fit 2 sets of golf clubs in the back. For any type of supercar, which I would definitely consider this to be a supercar, you do have a crazy amount of storage, which is really cool. I've taken this to the golf course with my brother. We had both our golf bags in here, and we could barely get out of the car to go golf because people kept coming up to us asking what the hell this car was. So you can see there's tons of space. The car is an absolute beautiful machine, and they're not going to be making, I think Mercedes actually announced that they're done with this engine variant with a non-hybrid assist. So this is like one of the last pure Mercedes AMG GT models with the twin turbo V8. Even the Black Series twin turbo V8, actually the Black Series is a naturally aspirated V8, but it has different firing order, and it does not sound like this one does. This one has that classic Mercedes V twin turbo V8 sound, which is like really low and guttural, and you get all these pops and crackles, and inside the car it sounds like a force of nature when you drive it. Like, it's ridiculous, and you can see how freaking cool it looks. So what have we done to the car? I mentioned the downpipes and the tune. I showed you guys the carbon fender covers, whatever you want to call it. It has full PPF to protect the paint scheme, actually on all surfaces. So all the paint is protected. That's what PPF stands for, paint protection film. And then all of the carbon fiber also has paint protection film on it as well. So it's like fully paint protected. It has window tint. It has the heat damping ceramic style window tint, so you don't get hot in the car. It's really nice. You don't get like sunburn and stuff when you drive it. We also did, over top of the paint protection film, a 5-year ceramic coat. So it's like I said, we haven't washed this car in months, and although we don't drive it a lot, we do still drive it. And you can see it's like all it needs is a wipe down. You can literally spray it off with water and it'll be clean. So it keeps it clean. You'll have that for 5 years. We even did it on the wheels as well. It does have carbon ceramic brakes. Those all came standard on this model. And then what else did we do to this, teens, aside from that? I said the downpipes in the tune, all the paint protection film, the fenders, the tint. I think that's about it. We didn't really do a lot to this car. There's not really a lot that needs to be done to it. I debated whether or not I wanted to do a full titanium exhaust, but that would make it valveless, and then it would just be loud all the time. And there's just sometimes when you just don't need it to be loud. You can see the rear carbon diffuser. It's so freaking cool because this car has rear wheel steering, which makes it really maneuverable. At low speeds, they turn opposite, so you can like get in and around parking lots. At high speeds, they turn with the front wheels for better stability. I can show you the engine too. It's a mid-engine, but it sits in the front of the car, but behind the front axles. So it's still a mid-engine car, but it's a front-engine, mid-engine car, and rear-wheel drive. So in my opinion, these are like the most fun cars you can get, the front engine with the rear wheel drive, but because it sits back a little bit further, I think it almost has 50-50 weight distribution because they put the transmission behind the front wheel or the rear wheels, so you still get plenty of weight on the rear wheels for grip and everything. And of course it has the Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, so they're like super grippy. But you can see with Mercedes, they do one engine, one man. So one person handcrafted this. That's his name right there. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but shout out to him. But that's actually not the engine. The engine actually sits back there. Those are the twin turbos right there. And the engine is right below it. And as you can see, that's behind the front wheels. So that's why it's technically a mid-engine car. Just super unique, super cool. You can see that actually the bonnet goes up really, really high so that you can like service the engine and everything like that. There's a service position, it'll go all the way up. But like when you have all the doors open and the front thing up, like this thing is just, it's so unique. And we could have bought Lamborghinis, we could have bought Ferraris, like all types of different cars. But I bought this because it appealed more to me. I love how rare it is. I love how sleek and smooth and cool it is. It's still a Mercedes. You take it to a Mercedes dealer, which is what we did for all the servicing. Sun Motors, Mercedes, did all of our servicing. We have all the service records, and that's actually, we're gonna sell it through them. So if somebody wants to buy it, you can contact me. Once we decide on the price and all that kind of stuff, then I'm gonna take the car to Sun Motors Mercedes. If you're local or you wanna fly in, we'll meet you there. We'll do the sale of the car through them. They'll be the intermediary, so that we just make sure everyone's protected for everyone who is involved, all parties involved. And that's it. It'll be super simple. So again, we don't have to sell this car. So if we don't get what we want to get for it, then we'll just keep it. But I figured since it's just sitting there, I'll see if somebody wants it and somebody wants to appreciate and enjoy the beautiful car that it is, because in my opinion, it's still one of the most beautiful cars ever created. The 2020 Mercedes AMG GTR Pro. So there she is, available for sale. Auto Trader link will be in the description below. If you're interested, you can shoot me a message on my Instagram at JaretCampisi if you have questions or want to chat about the car, or my email, JaretCampisi@gmail.com. And again, all of that will be linked in the description below and in the first pinned comment. This is the first time we're actually listing a car available for sale. I'm not sure if it does sell and we get something, like if we get what we want to get out of it, then we might consider getting something else in the future. But for right now, we really don't have any plans to get something else. We're just trying to kind of chill out with the car and motorcycles since we just don't have time to drive them, and it kind of stresses us out having them just sitting like in the garage. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on for now. If you have questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. Teens, do you have anything to add? Are you gonna miss this car?
I will.
I still remember when we went and picked it up and you drove it home.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's freaking epic.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
It stays clean. All of that ceramic coating that we did.
Oh my God, it's like slippery. You can like lean against it and fall off. I will show you real quick the interior. Do you have is the key still in there, Teens? All right, let me slide in past her. Another reason why we wanted this car over some of the other cars, particularly like Ferraris and stuff, is, I won't turn it, I'll just turn on the electronics. You can see that it has the digital dash that started in year 2020. And you have the bigger, longer second screen there. It has Bluetooth, it has CarPlay, it has backup cameras, front cameras. I mean, it's so nice. It has cup holders that are functional and usable. And actually this layout right here was to mimic the engine, the V8 engine. So you have 4 on each side in a V layout. It's just a really cool car. Like everything in here is like Alcantara and leather. You can see straight back to the back while you're in the car. Even just like the glove box and like how cool these things are. Like it actually feels like a race car. And the steering wheel is also like Alcantara or suede. I'm not sure which one it is, but actually let me turn it on real quick so you guys can see. See, it's not super loud once it's not in a cold start configuration, but you can see right here, this is where you change the modes. So comfort, then we go to sport. Still doesn't open the valves, and you can see how it even shows you, and then you got sport plus, that's when the valves open, and it shows you what all it changed, the dynamic versions of it. And you have stuff down over here where you can change the modes this way here. There's your traction control. If you turn traction control off, then it actually lights up this, and then you can change exactly, there's 9 different traction control settings, like how much you want to allow the car to slide out. That's more of a track thing. You even have an exhaust button over here. There's a front like splitter that you can raise and lower, and I think it does it automatically as well. But it's cool too, you have buttons over here where you can set whatever you want. You can like push through if you want it to be the auto start and stop, the dynamic, the front lever, all that stuff that's on the right hand side is over here. I have it set to exhaust if you just want to make it quieter or louder, or driving mode or manual. But I like to do that, and then you can use the paddles when you put it in manual mode. So that's why I set that there. But yeah, I mean, it's like the functionality and the different screens and just how it all looks. And like the lowness of it, and even the door, like look how beautiful the door is, the Alcantara, they're super light. You just feel like, just even how the mirrors come out, it's just such a beautiful car. It's so well done by Mercedes. But that's it. I mean, that's a little bit of a rundown. I could talk about this car
all day,
literally forever. It has the Burmeister surround sound system in it as well. It's fully spec'd out. There weren't a lot of options with these cars, but I do like how this one even has the contrast stitching in gray, and then the seat belt in gray as well. I mean, it's perfect condition. Like I said, we have all service records. It's fully protected. That's what I mean. See how light the doors are? You have to actually like slam them for it to close.
Adding these was a good touch.
Yeah, adding those was a good touch.
Matching.
And it only came in a couple of colors too. And I love this like gray Magneto or whatever it is. It's like a satin gray, but there's like metallic and flake in it. And you could only get these stripes with this gray. So it's a pretty rare color combination as well. But beautiful, just absolutely beautiful cars. So that's it. Again, let me know if you're interested. Hit me up on Instagram or drop me an email. The sale will be done through Sun Motors Mercedes, and all of the information will be in the Auto Trader ad. So that's it.
Pretty sweet.
Do you have anything to say?
Buy it.
I kind of hope it doesn't. Nobody buys it, but we'll see what happens. That's it. So I think that's all she wrote for this one. We've had a great 1.5 years with it. It's one of my dream car lists. I can check it off the box that I owned it. Again, you can see the whole, if you go back through our videos, you can see the purchase video and all the modding and everything like that, and the car shows we took it to and all that. We had some great memories with it. But I think it's time to go to somebody else, and somebody else can experience this car and own one of our cars for the first time ever. And you can say Christina even washed it for you. So there you go. So that's it.
Many washes. It's had many washes.
It has had many washes. So that's it. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If you want to see more vlogs on the channel, let us know what you'd like to see. And that's all she wrote. Lots more motorcycle videos coming, so stay tuned for those. We're gonna try and enjoy the rest of the summer that we have.
Yeah, not much time left.
I know.
Before things start
It's like
to
the
die.
countdown, winter is coming.
I know.
The north.
Yep.
That's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Bye.